Hello, Cancers, and welcome to your May 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card is the Page of Sword in reverse. All right, so we're hitting with a little lie right at the beginning. A lie you were told, a lie you're telling yourself, but a distorted information. So that that's kind of the what from the last month comes into this month. All right. The next card is the hangman, but in reverse, so upright. With the 5 of sword, the 7 of cups, and the 6 of wands in reverse. So here our hangman is our major arcana in this bunch that came down. It's all about getting that illumination. The hangman is very linked to Neptune, to the 12th house, what we need to release or understand from the depths of the waters, from our what shapes our dreams, okay? Dreams and nightmares with this one, okay? How our mind here, and that's probably where the lie comes from. Here, that guy, what he does, he has 3 swords in his hand. That's his truth, those 3 swords. We know the 3 of sword is those swords in the heart, those beliefs that are lodged in our heart, that puts a gray cloud on everything. It's our disappointments, it's our heartaches, and every time the heart is trying to expand, the sword will kind of hurt us in the process because there's a belief that will not let us go there. It will defeat us every time. It will start projecting every time it starts dreaming of success. It's going to start, at the same time fantasizing about the snake in the cup. And here, we never come back from our old wars. So, we're still in them. So here, the hangman, the fact that it's in reverse, that means that the veto, the hold up, the break that the universe was putting so that you can look at all of that and start switching the information around is going to release its foot. And after we have death, but death is in reverse, so there's resistance to actually let it all die, transform, transmute. Okay, so maybe it's not going to be all of you, but some of you, yeah. That lie here, that page, it's with the 10 of sword. So this is why you're conscious of this, because you're realizing that this lie is responsible for all of these swords. So it's like, okay, I know now that, I've always believed that the sky is green. Now I know it's blue. Now I know it's not green, but what color is it? You need an ace of sword. You need to be able to start to have that truth, that new truth. Because if not, you just know what it isn't, but you don't know what it is. But this realization puts you right into the 4 of wands. So that's perfect. It's like, I'm realizing all of that, but at least, look, everything is clear now. If I want, I can go and experience something completely different. I can celebrate life. It's like looking out from the window or the threshold to a completely different reality where I'm celebrated, where there's joy and ease. So this is kind of, maybe I realize life does not have to be so harsh. Maybe life can be like this. Under our hangman, I have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, the hangman is making me realize a bit what that was doing. You know, I'm realizing it. I need now to release it. I need now that to know that I have access to infinite water, peaceful water. This is a communion, okay? A communion with the divine, with the waters of the divine. So that means the information that goes in it, the vibration of it, the imprint of it within myself, a bigger receptacle so I can get more. There's the cup. The download that comes with an Ace of Cups, the peace, the serenity, attaining peace and serenity instead of being a bit fighting with myself. So, and maybe others, okay? So under death, we have 8 of Swords, because that one, even though it's leaving, it's still active. But what if? But, 8 of Swords. I know it's not the 10. I know the sky is not green. But what if it is really? I'm not ready to be in a world where there's no green skies at all. I'm not ready to let that idea or that belief die completely. But until I do, and I debate, this is going to be suspended. There's my Pentacle and my Knight of Cup. So, Ace of Cup, Ace of Pentacle, Knight of Cup, they're suspended as long as you're delaying your transformation. So, this is free will, okay? Bottom of the deck, I have the 6 of Cup. So it's really bringing ourselves down to the heart chakra. What is the shape of my reality? What is the shape of my emotions? What am I building? I have to look at this from a completely different angle. Do I need to remain here? If not, things become a bit hellish. If I keep that idea, that idea is gonna, with the extra energy here, it's gonna become mental turmoil. But it is meant to make me see things more in the sense of, start being in the flow of things. Start being, leaving the old waters behind, entering into the flow, start investing myself and growing and all of this. That's what the hangman wants you to see, your possibility in this. And what you're needing to do so is right there waiting for you. Let's clarify this, because some of you, Cancer, will have this upright, and others, because we do have Sagittarius full moon at the end of the month, which is going to help you see the bigger picture and change your core belief, because this is all about changing a core belief. The hangman is trying to make you see it from another angle. Death is trying to let it die, let it transform, and here, so that you can have access to this. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me give a reading for Cancers. Clarify this reading for Cancers for the month of May 2024. Yeah, sorry. All right. the hangman is there to make us understand why things happened the way they happened in the past. How maybe that belief created all of the sorrows and the heartaches, and that now this is what we're projecting when we're investing ourselves emotionally. And being a Cancer, you need to invest yourself emotionally. So and then you just kept being proven right. So that makes kind of a catch-22 where you're stuck in it. So we need to identify the virus in our programming, and it's this: you are enough. Your value and worth as you are. This is what needs to be understood. Okay? Because as long as you don't get it, it's gonna swirl you around. The hangman is like Odin, that hanged himself upside down from the Yggdrasil. And he asked the Norns that live under the roots of the Yggdrasil, the Norn of the past, the present, the future, to have their knowledge. So they took an eye from him so that he could see. One eye was able to see that. The other was on him. And he had to hang himself for 9 days upside down from the Yggdrasil. But he was able to perceive in a different aspect the past, the present, and the future it created, so that he could change and make the decisions that were needed to adjust what was coming. Also got the runes out of it, but we need to understand that with a different perspective on our past, how we lived it, not changing the story, what happened, but looking at it from a different angle that allows us to detach, see it as the mechanics that, this is why it happened. Oh, this is where I started believing this. Oh, okay. Like seeing the movie of our lives without having to die after, but only dying in some parts of us, transforming, transcending. So this is what the hangman allows us to do. Let's look at that page of sword in reverse here for Cancer. All right, and there it is. The page of sword is those 3 swords in the heart. We knew that. We see it. We see your rational, masculine, excited side using those same 3 swords to beat you up. That is done. It's not quite finished. We're in reverse. We need to bring it here, like we need the death card to be upright. But this is saying to us, there's nothing more to learn from this. Throw it all away, Cancer. Throw it all away. What are you gaining from it? Nothing, just more pain. It affects your worth, value, the solidity of your worth and value. Let's look at the 10 of Swords. Yeah. The 10 of Swords from the lies. We need to release them. The fear of losing, the fear of not being enough, being around people that were not available, that didn't have anything to give to you, and you drawing the conclusion that it's because you weren't enough. Let's look at the 4 of Wands. The High Priestess is telling you, Cancer, look on the other side here, how things could be so 8 of Wands. Serendipitous, moving with the universe. Things could roll so much easier. That's the message that the high priestess is trying to tell you. You know, the your connection to the divine here is trying to whisper this to you. Your soul, your spirit is trying to whisper this to you. Let's look at the hangman. A whole new vision on what it means to actually invest yourself. Ground yourself, invest yourself, plant the special seed that is Cancer you into the soil of this beautiful world so that it can be nourished, so that communion, watered and nourished, so that it can grow. That's what the hangman is trying to show, what that process is. And especially because you got the aspiration, but when it comes to accomplishing it, you got confronted with your old "I'm not enough" aspect. And that's what kind of blocked the process. Where's that energy to do it? 5 of Pentacles. And this is how you betrayed yourself, and you continued the 3 of Swords in your heart, even though you're not a child anymore. You continued giving to you the same speech. You continued to disempower yourself when it came to your worth and your value. The devil can be very practical if it's for investing ourselves in the pentacle, okay? In this world, because he's going to bring us discipline, Saturn, okay? He's going to bring us discipline, he's going to bring us focus, he's going to bring us the capacity to, rule over this world. But if there's a part of us that has this little space, being a victim or a slave or whatever, that's what it's going to make of us. And we're going to be prisoner of it in our mind. So if during the month you don't feel the energy, like you understand it on one level, but where's the fire, the energy to actually make it happen? It's the moment you're going to accept to release the lie completely. Accept to release the lie completely when it comes to your worth and your value. You cannot receive love, acknowledgement, everything that comes from above if you think that you're abandoned from above and that you don't have enough or are not enough in order to receive freely. Let's look at death here. Receive freely love, receive freely. All right. She's under death, but here at least she's in reverse. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. That's the resistance. You need let go of all that water. Let go of all that water. It's going to help death do its job. You have to be willing to release the chain, to release what is actually your shackle preventing you to accomplish yourself, to plant that seed that is you and be able to bring it to its fruition. Here we have Temperance in reverse, 3 of Cups in the air. So for some of you, because here we could be, having fun with people, but still not willing to release our baggage. Temperance is trying to heal everything that you've went through with the people around you, with in the past, in whatever, so that you can get out of your head. Let's look at that head. Eight of Swords. What's the hiccup here? Because we have the page, oops, Eight of Sword, Eight of Sword, in reverse again. So we're coming back to this and this. Okay. Things moved. Since the beginning of the reading to now, we went from 8 upright to 8 in reverse. That's good. That's good. Because this can change tomorrow if you get it. This is just to give you the picture as when you're seeing this of what you have control on this month. Release so that you can get that Ace of Pentacles and that Knight of Cups. That means here I know I have enough worth to bring what I love and to receive the waters of people. Me offering it and me receiving it. All right. So, okay. It is in reverse, but at least the anxiety is in reverse. Because as long as you give more importance to your baggage, to what you've lived, to the memories, the animalistic side, the ego that went through all of this, the lion is trying to protect you. You have to understand that that's the part of you that keeps you in your head, that keeps things status quo as they are, is the part that is so afraid that if you put yourself out there, that you might be hurt. Like that time you got so hurt, you got abandoned, rejected, or whatever. That lion will do anything in its power to protect you from ever living that again. So that's why, as long as there's a little, what if it's true? It's going to prevent you to do it, to calm down the anxiety. It's going to make you wait. Because even though your high priestess was able to tell you your worth, you need your masculine, your own masculine, to acknowledge it and start acting accordingly. So, this will be, believe your worth, okay? Get out of that shackle. Believe your worth. Let death transform you. Believe your worth. All right, my beautiful Cancers. It's all a work in process. And like I was telling you, as you're getting close to, that moon in Sagittarius, show me. Show me so I can change my core beliefs, so I do not remain again in this mental prison. I don't know that thing with the it's just started here on my computer. All right. So on this, my beautiful Cancers, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Thank you for also subscribing to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, the description is below. Website, very easy access. You got the schedule and everything on there. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations on the full moon and the new moon. I ask the divine to give you back in the shape and the form and the way that is the most beneficial for you. And you can ask that for yourself every day. Show me the way. Make me feel it inside. What is the truth? Because there you have an opportunity to get rid of a stubborn lie. All right? On this, all my love and light, my beautiful Cancers, and I'll see you next month.